everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Repare Therapeutics' latest filing. Get ready for some executive shuffling and a peek into what happens when things don't quite work out at the top. It's kind of like a corporate game of musical chairs, but with bigger payouts. Before we get started, if you like getting the inside scoop on corporate filings, make sure you're subscribed. Also, join our Discord community. The link is in the description. We discuss all this stuff and more. Repare Therapeutics is a drug discovery and development company. They're working on cancer treatments that target specific vulnerabilities in cancer cells. Think of it as personalized medicine, but on a molecular level. It is based out of Canada. This isn't just any filing, it's an amended one. Think of it like turning in a homework assignment and then realizing you forgot something important. They're correcting something from their previous report from March. Specifically, Repare Therapeutics is adding information about an employment agreement with their Senior Vice President, Chief Accounting Officer, and Principal Accounting Officer, Sandra Ovs. It seems like they initially forgot to include this detail, which is kind of a big deal when you're talking about executive compensation. The original report was missing some key information. So, what's the big deal about this employment agreement? Basically, it outlines the terms of Ms. Alba's job, including her salary, bonus potential, and what happens if she leaves or gets fired. These details are important because they tell investors how the company is compensating its executives and what protections are in place. Ms. Alves will receive an annual base salary of CA 350,000. That's in Canadian dollars. So keep in mind that it may be different in your local currency. Also, she's eligible for an annual cash bonus with a target amount equal to 35% of her base salary. So potentially she could earn quite a bit more if the company performs well. Now here's where it gets interesting. The agreement also details what happens if Ms. Alva's employment is terminated or if she resigns under certain conditions. If the company terminates her without cause, which basically means without a good reason, or if she resigns for good reason, which could be things like a significant change in her job duties or a reduction in pay, she's entitled to some benefits. These benefits include cash severance, continued participation in the company's benefits plans, and accelerated vesting of her stock options. If Ms. Alves is terminated without cause or resigns for good reason, and it's not related to a change in control of the company, she's entitled to cash severance equal to 7 months of her base salary. She will also receive continued participation in the company's group insurance plans and employee benefits for 7 months. Plus, her stock options and restricted stock units will vest faster, meaning she gets access to them sooner. But if all of this happens shortly before or after a change in control, meaning the company is sold or merges with another company, the deal gets even sweeter for her. The payout is different if there's a change in control. In the event of a change in control, if Ms. Alves is terminated without cause or resigns for good reason, she's entitled to a lump sum cash severance payment equal to her base salary plus the higher of her target bonus for the year or the annual bonus she received the previous year. This is often referred to as a golden parachute. It's designed to protect executives in case they lose their jobs due to a merger or acquisition. It's also worth noting that the full employment agreement will be available in the company's next quarterly report. So if you're really curious about all the nitty-gritty details, you can check that out when it's released. Now let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture here. Repare Therapeutics is a company focused on developing new cancer treatments. The company needs experienced executives to guide it. Employment agreements are a pretty standard practice, and they're designed to attract and retain top talent. However, they can also be controversial, especially when they involve large payouts to executives who are leaving the company. Some investors might see these payouts as excessive, especially if the company isn't performing well. It's a balancing act between attracting qualified leaders and responsibly managing company resources. The good news is that Ms. Alves is still there, but this report provides insight into how the business is planning ahead and how they are incentivizing their top talent. Alright, that's our breakdown of Repare Therapeutics' amended filing. What's your take on these executive employment agreements? Are they a necessary cost of doing business, or are they excessive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.